Hello and welcome back to the program. Well, as you can tell, we are in our Fort Walton Beach studio. We're going to talk about the Destin Seafood Festival coming up in October. It's always a great event along the harbor and a kickoff to a great event that takes place the entire month of October in Destin. Joining me now to talk about that is Casey Collins. Casey, thank you so much for coming on the program today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Kind of first year as the Seafood Festival director, so I know a lot of new things for you.
Lots of new things for me, this year. But fortunately for everyone, the Seafood Festival should be run smoothly, pretty similar to how it's been before.
And it's been around for a while. So tell us a little bit about the Seafood Festival, maybe a little bit of the background, and really why it's there, what the mission of the festival really is.
So a lot of people don't know this, but the Seafood Festival is actually a charity event. We raise money for the Destin Charter Boat Association. The Destin Charter Boat Association provides scholarships. They lobby for fisheries management. So I've learned a lot about the fishing industry, which is great. But the Seafood Festival actually started with the Destin Charter Boat Association. The Wives Auxiliary in, I think, 1978 would put together this kind of a fish fry that turned into a bigger festival and a bigger event. So we're in our 41st year this year, and we're still supporting the DCBA and supporting what they do.
I mean, that is a fantastic cause. In fact, I didn't even know that they did
a
all
lot of
those
people
different
didn't,
things.
yeah.
I had no idea. So the festival this year, give us a little bit of the rundown. Well, actually, going back to that real quick, what you just mentioned about supporting the Charter Boat Association, the fish fry and everything is kind of wrapped around a big event that runs the entire month of October.
Oh, yes,
right?
absolutely.
Tell me about that one.
Which supports our charter fishing industry as well. The Destin Fishing Rodeo runs the entire month of October, and the Destin Seafood Festival is typically the kickoff to the fishing rodeo.
Yeah, a great way to kick it off. Like you said, back in '78 or whenever, they had the fish fry to kick it off, and it's grown since then.
Absolutely.
So give us a little bit of the rundown. Like I said, some of the who, what, when, where, how, whys of this year's festival.
So this year's festival is running all along the Destin Harbor Boardwalk from Harbor Walk Village at the base of the Destin Bridge all the way past where the boathouse, it kind of ends right near the boathouse. So it's all along the Harbor Boardwalk. We have some local restaurants, some local seafood, some seafood that it comes in from other places, but mostly regional. We have lots of cool arts and crafts vendors this year. We had some really, we've been around a long time, so I feel like we attract some really neat fine art, some carving. I have a crustacean taxidermy, which is really interesting and really, really cool. And I guess he's done our festival before and has done really well. But yeah, I have vendors coming from as far as Washington State.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's a really diverse and neat group of people. We've got live music. We've got 3 main stages. The Harbor Walk Village stage will have music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. AJ's on their big TV Jumbotron stage. We'll have music Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. AJ's has music inside too. And the boathouse. We're going to have a festival stage down by the boathouse, and the boathouse will have music inside as well.
Do you have a list of the acts, a lineup of the acts on your website?
It is on our website and on our Facebook page, yes.
Okay.
It's probably more than I could name here.
Yeah, no, sure, I won't put you on the spot, but definitely go to DestinSeafoodFestival.com to check out that list.
Yes.
The parking, of course, is sometimes an issue with the festival down there along Harbor Walk. So what is the plan for parking this year and moving people from the parking lots to the festival site?
So yeah, parking is definitely an issue always, I think, on the harbor now, but especially when we're bringing in, 50, 60,000 people for this festival. So we have off-site parking and transportation that'll be provided by EC Rider. We're actually doing a new thing this year. So we're transporting people from the west side. So we have parking at the Emerald Coast Conference Center. And so we'll have like an A line that'll be dropping off at the Destin History and Fishing Museum. And then we'll have a B line coming from the east side. So we'll have parking at Target and at Bell's. And that'll be dropping off at the city parking lot right in front of Brotula's. And we'll have help there for crossing the streets, make sure everybody's really safe.
Sure.
But if you're driving down there, please be careful.
And I'm sure those are running constantly.
Yes,
before.
so they'll be running from the beginning of the festival all the way to an hour before the festival to an hour after we close on Sunday.
Okay. What is the cost for all of this? This fun.
It is a nominal fee to be determined.
To be determined.
Well,
Okay.
I've been working with a sponsor to cover part of it, so it'll be kind of a last minute decision, but
Yeah.
not more than $2, less than parking, I'm sure.
Okay, and that's what I was going to mention. Is, you guys do all this great stuff for a nominal fee, but a low nominal fee.
Yes.
A low fee. But that couldn't be done without your sponsors.
Yes,
I know you
absolutely,
wanted
and
to
we
mention
have
a few of
some
those.
wonderful sponsors this year. The TDC is always really great to us. Our main lodging sponsor this year is Resort Quest. They have been wonderful. They're actually doing a free photo booth at the Seafood Festival, so make sure you swing by. Wind Creek Casino out of Atmore. They'll be doing an air-conditioned gaming trailer, which will be a lot of fun. Yeah, so make sure and stop by there. We have Tobacco Free Florida. They're always really supportive of us. And in their name, our kids area will be smoke-free. AJ's is a huge supporter of ours. They're so wonderful to us. Payne Chiropractic is a big sponsor. Harbor Walk Village is, of course, a wonderful supporter and sponsor. And the Boathouse for doing all that music.
Sure.
And we have, all the partner properties all the way from Harbor Walk Village, Olin Marlar, AJ's Galati Yachts is great to us. Dewey Destin's an 1835 porch bar. And then, of course, we have Brotula's, the fishing fleet, and East Pass Marina, and then finally the Boathouse
All
property.
over down
So,
there on the harbor, yeah. Well, Casey, thank you so much for coming on the show
Thank you for
today.
having
Good
me.
luck
I
with your
appreciate
first
it.
year,
Thank you.
running the event.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And thank you for tuning in. Join us next month as we take another look across the Gulf Coast.
Thanks for watching Across the Gulf Coast. Join us next month when we highlight more organizations, events, and people from around our local community.